This episode is brought to you by Fond Recollections. Cherish the fond memories of your loved ones with their interactive living obituary.
He worked so hard to ensure we had a great life, but now he's gone. We miss him so much. One day our granddaughter won't remember him, or how wonderful he was. Fond Recollections offers us a chance to remember him when he was young and full of life. With Fond Recollections memorial plaques and website, we can upload all our photos and videos of him.
Visit fondrecollection.com today and cherish the happy memories of your loved ones.
Chapter 3. He's the One. Teresa reached home and tossed her keys on the desk. She was exhausted after her verbal tennis match with Mary, and now she seriously needed to unwind. She let her hair out of the elastic headband, and it fell in soft waves around her face. She ran her fingers through her scalp, massaging her head. Ripping off her uncomfortable clothes, she changed into her favorite oversized t-shirt and pajama shorts and plopped onto her couch with a bag of chips. Grabbing her phone, she video called Judy because she really wanted to vent about her crazy day. She was not surprised to find Judy in a bathtub, surrounded by scented candles and drinking a glass of rosé wine. Trust Judy to always want to look and feel glamorous, even when she's by herself. She had used the glitter bath bomb in the tub, so even her bath water was pink, glittery, and bubbly.
Hey sis,
Judy exclaimed happily.
how you been?
Judy asked.
I'm good.
Teresa replied.
I see you're still enjoying the finer things in life.
Teresa said teasingly.
Hey, we all need to do what makes us feel good. Plus, I felt like I deserved a little me time after the crazy day I had today.
Judy replied.
Oh, you too, huh?
Teresa sighed sympathetically.
Why, what happened?
You tell me first.
Judy said.
Seems like you've had quite the day as well.
Yes, girl. I met the mother-in-law to be today.
Teresa told her.
Ooh,
Judy giggled.
how did it go? How was she?
Judy asked curiously.
Kind of like a fire-breathing Australian dragon that morphs into the form of an elegant old lady.
Teresa giggled.
She wasn't too happy with my wedding plans initially, but eventually she realized she wouldn't be able to convince me to change my mind, so she gave up before she got too worked up about the situation.
Judy laughed.
That's my sis. Always the best at getting her own way.
I mean, if I can't get my own way at my own wedding, then when can I get it?
Teresa asked.
You've got a point there, girl.
Judy replied.
So, what did you guys decide in the end? Assuming you didn't decide on a typical church wedding.
Shit, yes. Who do you think you're talking to?
Teresa said with a mock indignation.
My wedding will be a fabulous affair held at the park, where we used to go as kids.
Judy nodded.
I kind of knew that was coming. You've always loved that park. I remember you drew a picture of it in the 10th grade and put it in our scrapbook. It was terribly drawn too. It was a good idea back then.
Judy reminisced.
Right?
Teresa said.
It has so much more significance than any boring historical site or church.
Judy nodded in agreement.
So, what about the food?
Judy asked.
Are you getting it catered?
Well, yes.
Teresa grinned mischievously.
From Popeye's Chicken.
Judy almost dropped her glass in shock and then burst into a fit of hysterical laughter, and Teresa couldn't help but join in.
Popeye's chicken?
Judy wheezed, washing off her tears of laughter with sudsy hand.
That is textbook, Teresa. Oh, I love it, and I love you.
She stopped laughing and looked sad suddenly.
What happened, girl?
Teresa asked, concerned.
Oh, it's just that I'm sad that I won't be able to attend your wedding.
Judy replied sadly.
I really want to. It sounds like so much fun. But my stupid boss had already booked us for this hair show out of town months in advance. I can't back out, Otherwise, she'll probably fire my ass.
I know.
Teresa sighed.
I really wanted you to be there. And I'm sorry, I can't be at your wedding either. By the time your wedding date rolls around, I would already be on my honeymoon.
Well,
Judy splashed the water playfully.
I guess I could forgive you if you buy me a fabulous wedding gift.
Teresa smiled.
Oh, of course, girl. I'll send you the perfect gift on your wedding day before I leave for the sandy beaches of Jamaica.
That's more like it.
Judy cheered.
Look at us, sis. We're both getting married to the men of our dreams. How did we ever get so lucky?
I know.
Teresa replied.
Let me ask you a question, though. How did you know Lucas was the one? You could have had any man you wanted. How did you settle on him?
Judy's face lit up. She loved talking about Lucas.
You know how people say you get a moment of clarity when the truth just stares you in the face and you know if you made the right decision? There was this one specific moment that I realized Lucas was the one for me. I'll tell you what it was. Do you remember when Lucas and I had a small upstairs apartment?
She asked.
It was perfect for a young couple.
Teresa nodded.
Yes, I do. It was pretty small, but you kept it cute. Sometimes less is more, okay?
Judy laughed.
Well, to be honest, that apartment was pretty crappy, but we loved it. We were on our own for the first time either of us had ever lived with someone else besides our parents. We felt free and we were so in love, so the size and the state of the apartment really didn't matter. Plus, it was cheap. I was still in school and on a budget.
Teresa smiled.
I know what you mean. I remember how excited you were when you first moved in with him.
Yes,
Judy said.
What you don't know was that the plumbing in that apartment was absolutely horrible. Our bathroom had so many issues. The shower water was always running cold, and the toilet kept on breaking.
Oh no.
Teresa giggled.
Oh, yes.
Judy said dramatically.
So, the one time the plumbing in the bathroom was broken again, and the repairman said he wouldn't be able to make it until the next morning, Lucas went to work in the morning, and I totally forgot the toilet had broken. We only had one car, and I couldn't leave the apartment.
You didn't.
Teresa laughed.
Yes, I did.
Judy insisted.
You know how I normally pop laxatives to keep my high school body right and tight. Everything was going totally fine right about till 9 a.m. I was getting ready for my beautician class when suddenly my stomach started rumbling. I mean, it started grumbling crazy out of nowhere. I ran to the bathroom and was just about to use it when it dawned on me. That toilet was broken.
Oh God.
Teresa was shaking with suppressed laughter.
Then what?
She asked.
Well, I couldn't hold it in. Shit, I'd taken laxatives. I had to go really bad. So I started looking around for anything I could take a shit in.
You're joking.
Teresa exclaimed.
What the actual fuck, Judy? What did you do? Where did you shit, girl?
Judy giggled.
I'm about to tell you. So the weekend before this debacle, I was babysitting my friend's 2-year-old toddler, and she left the baby's potty in my apartment.
No. Tell me you didn't.
Teresa gasped, horrified and amused at the same time.
Girl, that potty was the only thing I could find in a hurry. It seemed like the golden throne to me in an intense moment. I wasn't going to use a pot that I cook in. This was my only option. I took the biggest shit I've ever had in my life. I was literally pissing out my ass, and it wouldn't stop. I was afraid the plastic bowl of that potty would start overflowing. I almost cried.
Teresa had lapsed into a hysterical fit of laughter. Only her crazy sister could do something like this, and then tell a tale so dramatically.
Girl, that's crazy. You're crazy. But I guess you did what you had to do.
She couldn't stop laughing.
I'm not done though.
Judy chortled.
So obviously, I had stunk up the place. It smelled so bad. I had to hold my breath. I had to find a place to dump all that shit, and the toilet was not an option. I was desperate because I knew I had to leave soon. So I did the only thing that came to my mind at the time. I grabbed a large storage freezer bag from the cabinet and poured the shit in that. Then I cleaned out the baby's potty. I was running late for class, so I rushed to get dressed and do my hair. In the meantime, I put the freezer bag full of shit in the kitchen trash.
Yuck.
Teresa grimaced.
Yuck is one word for it.
Judy replied.
I was rushing to get ready. My dumbass totally forgot I left the freezer bag full of shit in the kitchen trash. I meant to take it out on my way to class and throw it in a large dumpster outside the parking lot. But fuck it. I was already late for class, so I had no time to head back. I barely made it to the bus to get to class on time that day.
Teresa laughed.
That was one hell of a story. But I'm confused. What does that have to do with why Lucas is the one?
Judy laughed.
I'm getting to that.
She turned the hot water tap on and added some more bubbles to her bath.
Now, remember it was summer at the time, and cheap-ass Lucas never left the air conditioning on while we weren't home. So by the time he got home from work, the apartment was hot and stuffy. He told me the whole place smelled like shit, but he had no idea where the smell was coming from. He thought I had been stupid enough to use the broken toilet that was the source of the smell. However, he looked in the toilet and saw that it was clean. Next, he checked every room in the apartment, trying to find the smell of shit. He found no sign of it anywhere, so he gave up and decided to grab a soda out the refrigerator. After he drank his soda, he opened the kitchen trash can to throw away his can and noticed a freezer bag full of what he thought was brown gravy. Oh, how wrong he was.
Judy busted into laughter.
He then made the mistake of picking the bag, which is when he noticed that it was still warm. And then his eye caught what appeared to be corn in the bag. To his horror, he realized that he was holding a bag full of shit.
Both Judy and Teresa burst into fits of laughter.
Oh, he was mad as hell too.
Judy cackled, splashing bathwater all around her.
Oh my God. Shit just got real. Literally.
Teresa choked on her wine, spitting it out.
Then what happened?
Well, he told me by that time he reached the dumpster in the parking lot, his anger turned from rage into uncontrollable laughter. By the time he called me, he was in tears laughing.
What did he say?
Teresa asked curiously.
He was like, "So, did someone take a shit in the freezer bag today?"
Judy laughed.
I tried my best to deny it. I said, "Who the hell would do that?" Lucas couldn't stop laughing. "I found your nasty ass shit in the freezer bag in the trash can." "What, did you forget the toilet had broken?"
Judy mimicked his voice.
Girl, I was cornered. So embarrassed. I had to tell him the truth. I told him every detail of the entire sordid situation. How I had to use the baby's potty and empty it in the freezer bag. He asked me why I didn't just dump the bag outside. So I told him I was late for class.
Judy smiled.
He didn't judge me though.
She said affectionately.
He just kept laughing and said that even though I wasn't perfect, I was perfect for him. That's when I knew he was the one. Any other man that found a bag full of shit would have dumped me for that shit. But not my Lucas.
Judy said proudly.
That motherfucker is freaky.
Okay, you proved your point.
Teresa conceded.
Lucas is perfect for you. Now even I can see that. But damn, girl, I forgot to ask you how your wedding plans are going.
Well, I'll tell you later, sis. I need to get out this bath before my coochie lips turn into one big prune.
Judy pouted dramatically. Teresa laughed.
I also want to know all the details about how you know Victor was the one.
Judy told her insistently. Teresa smiled at the mention of Victor's name.
Fine. You get out your bath. I'll call you later and I'll tell you all about it.
Teresa promised her sister.
Love you, sis.
Judy said and hung up. Teresa was still laughing, thinking about Judy's shitty love story. Her own story was equally interesting, and she couldn't wait to tell Judy all about it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you had fun or picked up anything from this episode, please assist us by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. You can also comment and share our content. These small things really help our channel and mean a lot to us. Also, special thanks to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the heartbeat of this channel, and we can't thank you enough for being so generous. If you would like to join our Patreon community, please click on the link below. You can contribute as little as $5 per month. You can get all kinds of perks. You can even buy merchandise of your favorite characters at our shop store. Click on the link provided below. That's going to do it for now. Until next time, remember you are cherished by us. So be kind and know that we consider you as family.